so much love. Well, to be honest, I'm not sure if I can handle more. And of course... Hi. Maki evening, everybody. It is evening now, right? Hello, Maki evening, Maki runes. This is your pilot speaking, Machina X Flayon of HOLOSTARS English Tempest here, at your service again. Hi. Good wait, I think... That timing went faster than I thought it would. Right? I guess it's just how it is, right? Time passes fast. Well, rather, I think I zone out a lot, so it goes past very fast for me, right? But I try to do what I can about it. It can get a bit frustrating. But hi, everyone. How are you? I hope you guys had fun. I know... Oh yeah. Usually don't have to say anything, but just make sure we don't talk about, like, stuff. I have to just get, like, a rule list first, because I think, in my opinion, I should get that for everyone first so people know what the rules are and boundaries and stuff like that. And not just, like, it's sort of like common sense, and don't talk about stuff that's, like, super lewd. Right? Like if it ever comes up the topic and everyone's like, hey, yo, I think that's just how it is, right? But it's like, just let's keep everything comfortable here. Like, I get it though, I get it. I like to like make jokes too, but I like do it in my own place. So just be careful, you can make a big impact on people. And thank you for, I don't know, it's hard to talk about this stuff, I know, but thanks for listening to me. But today, we're drawing Altarebear, or I like to call him that. It's easier for me to remember names if, like, I give them nicknames sometimes, but then you don't want to give nicknames too early. I think I have them on the screen already, but if I need to, I think I'll put them on the one. But so far, everyone, no, really, everyone's been really nice. I don't sense, like, anything bad. So thank you, everyone. You're all very respectful, and it's cool. Let's just have fun here. And then, oh, one important part is, I know, like, a lot of you are very fond of me, but, like, if you ever feel uncomfortable here, don't force yourself to stay, okay? Don't like, oh no, I have to stay. Like, if you don't feel comfortable, don't force yourself. It's better for you to do what's best for you. Like, sometimes, don't you ever, like, hang out at a place or go, like, get, like, a burger from a store and, like, I don't want to eat here, right? And there's nothing really wrong with it. You're just like, I just don't feel like it, right? Like, that sort of thing. So, look out for yourself first. I know it's hard. It's hard. I don't think, like, most people come out of... Oh, I shouldn't be saying that. I don't think that most people come into this world, like automatically loving themselves. So I know it's different for everyone, but I hope, like, I don't know, like, try to take care of yourself. That's what I'm trying to do. When I was younger, I didn't like myself too much. Now I'm just like, I want to have fun, right? Like that. And that's why I'm trying to become Jack of all trades, because it's fun to do stuff. So I hope you guys can do that too. But if you ever, like, try something and you're like, this isn't working, maybe you just don't have fun with it, and that's okay. You have to pay attention to the negative feelings too, because I know positivity is all, like, really good and everything, but I think you can't, like, ignore negative. And also, too much positivity can be bad, so if you're ever upset one day, just go, Like, when some days I get so grumpy, I'm just like, the whole day. And then I used to fight myself about it and go, no, I have to be happy and sweet, right? But that just, like got, I don't know, made me feel bad and worse. But if that doesn't work for you, find out what works. Okay, ready? Let's see, I think it's over here. And also, welcome to the Archers. It's nighttime. Isn't it fast how, like, time passes? I guess that's, what's that referred to? Daylight savings or something? I'm still learning drawing for the most part. Like, I stopped it for a while, right? And now I'm picking it up again. But I probably will ask for help a lot, and I'm still in the phase where it's like, you're drawing and you're like, oh my god, this drawing looks great! And you flip it and it's like, what the hell is that, right? I'm still there, but it's fun. I think I made a lot of progress the minute I was like, okay, I'm just gonna flip it. I'm starting to use the symmetry ruler too. Oh, and references. Guys, I used to try to draw from my memory, right? But then that was really hard. I think that's a learned skill one has to get. You can't just like do it. There you go. So even if you have to use like your own arm or something. I want to learn anatomy one day. It's really cool. I think you have to use like lots of shapes though. But then other than that, I don't know, just... I hope you guys are comfy here. Hold on. Let me breathe. Okay. Ready? So, today we're drawing our guild leader. The first thing I think is of the Pokemon Regigigas. I don't know why. But Regis Altare, I think he's been called that before, right? Yeah. He's very cool. There's one thing I wish I did beforehand that I didn't do today, but I probably will do next time, so don't be surprised if I have like some difficulty, right? I've just decided to accept that I might have difficulty and just be smooth, because like, me getting too anxious, it's like when you notice that your mind, I think that's where you get it from meditation, when you notice when your mind starts spiraling, right? That's where you gotta like, okay, step back for like 5 minutes or something. He's very cool. I know everyone calls him short, but he's like, he has the same height as an average boy in like Utapri. So I think that, and they're like, does Utapri count as Otome? I forgot if it was a game first. It was a game first before an anime, right? So he's like at the standard male height. I think he's, if I'm taller than a lot of you, he's like way taller. He's got like the perfect, I have a tangent for Altair. I'm gonna try and draw before I get, what do you call it? Oh, before I get distracted. I get that a lot. Let me see. I don't know what brushes to use. I just use whatever. What software are you using? Oh, this is Procreate. Then I have, oh wait, I have some stuff I can show you real quick before we start. I'm still trying to get used to it. The Procreate, brush. I'm not used to the, what do you call it? I'm not used to the, oh, the stability. So when I'm like using the ink pen, and I'm still getting used to line art and everything, it feels like spaghetti ink. Yeah, this is from my mama. Shokuen. Let's see. There we go. This was the first one I made of Altair. No, not the first one. For this was me trying to do pixel art practice. Because I'm starting to focus more on, what do you call it? Just drawing for the sake of it. And then sometimes I'll go, I don't like this. I got an iPad really just for drawing, actually. Because I just wanted to draw in bed. Sort of an expensive purchase. But it's like one of those things I like. So now I get to draw. Because like I hated like drawing on the tablet and like all that all the time. Because I know how to like keep my neck straight when I'm looking down. Yeah, it's right? Oh, thank you. Let's see, I have some of the others here. Let me see. Oh, that's me. Oh! Oh no! You can see how bad my layers are. Oh no. Wait. Oh no, it used to be worse than this. It used to be really bad. These are all a bunch of like folders, so like half of these had, wait, let me see. Will this open? Oh god, I'm scared to go down. It's so hard to go down here. Yeah, it used to be way worse. I just don't bother naming them. So, I think I should. Now I'm starting to get a handle on it, because like when I'm drawing a really long process, right? It gets really stressful, because I don't know where the skin color is, right? Yeah, you don't name the layers either. How many layers is that? I think the most I got was like to 58. It's really bad. I'm trying to get rid of the habit. It's taking a bit though. Oh, here's Axel. I want to redo these one day. I feel like, because these are more like pixel sketches. Do I have anything other here? Yeah, I'm still, your eye. I'll go over these as fast. Sorry, I'm gonna take too long. But I'm trying to, let's see. Here's the one thing we always gotta do, right? No. Edit, then... There we go. Okay, see, it doesn't look that bad, Flip, but sometimes, like, when I draw, I'll draw something like this, right? But then the neck will be like, let's see. Axel's very cool, by the way. He puts a lot of thought into what he does. Or rather, let's, maybe, He wears his heart on his sleeve. There we go. Let's see. I'm not roasting him. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's the neck. Then the heads are like that sometimes. when I don't check it. He does stink. He's a sweet guy. I don't ever want anyone to get the wrong idea about him. There's Bettel. I have another better one. These are just mainly the pixel art ones, and I'm trying to mess with that. Oh, there's the first Altair one I drew, but I didn't like it too much. I don't know, something's just off about it, right? It's like, feels too safe. I'm still in the process of where, like, you know when you just look at your art, and you're like, geez, I just draw the side angle all the time, right? It's like that. So I'm still there. Let's see. I have another here. I have another one. Oh. It's the Magni one. Ooh. I want to draw Magni more. I think I've drawn it a couple times, but it's a difficult. I like him. He's very funny. But some of the stuff he's been saying to me recently, I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what sushi tummy means. Like, I guess because like when you're wearing this suit, you have to keep like fit for the most part because the artress uses your energy. So it's like if you eat like fast food all the time, your body will feel bad, right? So same thing. So if I eat real bad and don't exercise, then the artress will just collapse. So that's no fun. So yeah, I guess I can get that, but I didn't think like my tummy is that flat. Tummy's a cute word, isn't it? Okay, let me see. There's me again. I had one Vesper one. That's me again. Let me see. I don't know where I put it. I can probably pull it up in a bit, though. Oh, wait, I can do this. Oh, that's Mama's. Yeah, found him! Okay. Then I have a couple more to show real quick, but I'm gonna start trying to draw Altair. Sorry about the wait. Let's see. That. Oh. It's me again. Because I get, like... Oh, Papa Brian. You get that thing, too, right? Where you're, like... You draw... But then you get really anxious and don't... I'm trying to get like out of that freezing state. But it helps. Ah! Papa Brian, hi! I'll try you a better one day. I'm trying to because I realized I think I was doing too much in the drawing process because I don't know enough about shapes. So I tried to like sketch and then the sketch would have mediocre lines. And then I'd line art and my line art would be like, really bad. Like that. But I'm gonna start like from shapes if I can. A little simple doodle will be okay today if possible. Let me see. Okay. Then last but not least, let's see. The others here are these ones. Maybe I should have posted these. There's Bettel. He's funny. He's funny. I tried to capture his two moods. I think I gave this to him for, I gave everyone like a New Year's picture. Because I didn't know how to like, I suck at expressing myself sometimes because I get in like moods and I get super hyper focused, right? Or like zoom. So I forget to like say hi sometimes. I'm like, oh God. So I try to like make up for it and show my appreciation this way. Let's see. There's Hakka. I like this one. He's cool, but I don't know how to draw his hair yet. Then Shinri. Let's see. Baby boy. Handsome. My whole soul. You have left me quite diseased. It's like the Pepe frog. I like that one. Let's see. Shinri's I want to work on too. Sometimes I draw his facial hair, sometimes I don't. I think sometimes it's really subtle to the point where you can't tell. These are the first Shinri ones, I think. Then, let's see. Oh, this is Hakka. I'm not sure which one you guys like. Sorry, I'm gonna move fast because I should probably do this before I get like distracted again. I really get really bad. Like sometimes when I'm working on stuff, I'll have to call like Bettel. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm working on this. And just him being there like helps. Same thing with like Altair and the rest. It's like that thing where you work easier with people around, like working in a library, right? Yeah, right? It was embarrassing at first because I already had this fixation with being the best at everything when I was younger. And now I'm just like, I can pilot stuff already, so that's one good thing. And there's Bettel. I think I had a really weird face. But I'll go on to... I think he requested weird faces. I was like, I don't know how to do weird. No! I got Bettel! You're still here? I thought you should be prepping. But these are for now. Maybe I'll post these. I kind of wanted to, like, improve them. Hi! Sorry, I'll get you... No. You know what? I hope you enjoyed them. Oh, wait. Wait, okay, here. That's me. What is this folder? Oh, that's the line art for that one. Sorry, I'm zooming through these. I won't stay too long. Oh, I like this one. What is this? Ooh. Oh, that's another Altair one. Good. We're gonna try drawing from scratch and see how it does today. If for some reason it doesn't work well, next time I'll just come to the stream with a sketch. I think I was too busy. What's this? Oh, that's Magni. What the? When did I draw this? I guess that's how that's how you know what I think of him. He's really cool. I want to see him draw again. I know he's really busy though. And I wish his recovery well. He's a very cool guy. Now Altair, the man of the hour. If there's one thing I can say about the leader, I think you guys already know it, right? He's very sweet, well-meaning. He puts a lot of thought into what he does, right? But I guess the most recent thing he did for me, he's always very supportive of me, even though he like teases me every now and then. Ew! Hold on. There's spaghetti ink. If not, I'll just move to another one. But you guys probably can already tell because I don't like to try and like hide my nerves and go like, yeah, I'm not nervous at all. I'm definitely nervous. I get nervous a lot. Not that much today though, so that's good. On debut day, it's like meeting your own expectations thing, I guess. I never really get stage fright in a way where it's like so many people. It's just like some weird esteem thing, right? So I'm sitting there ready to go on debut, but then I'm like, it's like that moment when you're in your head and I'm just like, that's my problem has always been that I think way too many thoughts, so I can't like balance them and it's really hard to focus. So then it's like 5 minutes before the debut, right? Altair sends me a message and he just is really sweet. He just dialed it down. He didn't like try to do like anything really big or like a thing like that. But Altair just simply said like, hey, dude, you got this. Just be yourself. You have the skills already to do this, right? Just literally just be yourself, go in there, and once it's done, it's done. And then even if you mess up, you just mess up. It was very sweet of him. Hakka's very sweet too. There's many sides of Hakka, and the other side is very, I know Hakka's very funny, but he's very like calm and cool. He also puts a lot of thought into what he thinks. Thank you, Hakka. There's funny, if anything, actually, hold on, I'll try to go faster. I get really slow. I'm always really slow at drawing. I think that's why I had to stop for a bit. But, train guidelines. Let's see how I usually draw this. We'll just draw whatever. That's how I usually draw stuff, right? Yeah, there we go. But, what was it? I think when I was younger, I always wanted to be someone like Altair. Because for me, I always had trouble controlling my emotions, right? As you can probably tell. But, Altair just like he thinks before he acts, right? I always thought that was really cool. His voice is really soft and winner and unique. I think super more unique than mine, and mine got this way over time by just like, I don't know. Just lots of fighting when in the arches, right? When you're yelling that often, the muscle tension gets used. So I always thought people like Altair were cool. And then I was like, I want to impress people. So if anything, I would say he's like, he's like, he's like boyfriend material for like, I think for like an average amount of people. Like he fits what you'd want. He's kind, caring, puts thought into everything he says. Also, it's hard to get him to open up about things, but he knows how to put his boundaries down, right? Very cool, very talented. He knows how to sing his voice again. Let me put that there. And then, what was it? Oh, he can play the cello too? Holy shit! That's like the teenage heartthrob, right? Where it's like a guy in a band. He's super cool, got awesome hair, sweet voice, deals with music, can sing. Jeez, this man. I don't know. Let's see. I think I'll have to swatch these eyes. You can probably tell already, right? Let me see. Okay. This is a bit too... I'm not sure if this face will, like, fit him much, but I'll just focus on drawing today, and then if not, I'll just, like... Because for me, I'm always trying to, like, work on, how do you say it? Like, not getting in my head too much, because then I'll, like... Too many times. So, my thing to myself was just draw, right? And then, if it, like, doesn't go the way I want, I can just do it better later. Okay, wait. Where does his hair start from? That's a cute side part. We both have side parts. Although I think his hair is all blue, right? My hair is red, but it's actually kind of, you see in the inside, it's black at the ends. So if someone were to ask me, I would say I have 2 hair colors. Let's see. Ooh, I like that. It looks great there. I don't flip my canvas often yet. I'm like that level of beginner. Let's see. I put this around here. Also, it's hot. I need to take this off. God, hold on. I don't know. It's like, were you guys ever like big on fashion? I think that was me in secondary school, right? But I wear like this really cool leather jacket. I think it was because of like Persona 4. And I was watching that and I always thought like, cause like when you're watching like anime or games, they have a really cool looking like school uniform, but then like actual ones are like really meaty. Sorry, maybe I shouldn't say that. They're just not as cool. They got drip in like anime, right? So, my favorite's always Persona 3, but at the time I was playing Persona 4, and I always thought Yu Narukami when he like puts his hand in his pocket as he walks, but not like, Minato, no, his name canon now is Makoto Yuki, right? But I knew him as Minato Arisato from the manga, for the Persona 3 protagonist, the male. But Yu was the character at the time. I always thought that was cool, like his thumb in his pocket. Right? Yeah, cosplaying the school. I did Naegi once from Danganronpa. Good times. Good times. I don't know why I did that though, because later on I was like, why did I wear red shoes? Converse shoes with like everything. They didn't match at all. It was very impressionable and young, so I just do whatever. It used to be embarrassing, but now it's like, I try to treat myself the way I would. Ooh, I think that cheek's too big. I try to treat myself the way I would treat other people, so, like, if I wouldn't laugh at anyone for their, cringe years, unless you're teasing, like, a friend, right? I try not to do the same to myself, like, maybe a little bit, but not to the point where it's, like, hurting. Yeah, it was fun, you know? I'll cringe a bit, though. Oh, I see the issue here. That's too wide, right? Like, around there. Okay. You know what, let's just finish this first and then we'll just redraw over it. Yeah, cringe but free, that's where I am now. I don't like to cringe at people. I don't know, it was just... Let's see. What was my earliest memory? I think that's when I wanted to be like someone like Altair because I thought he was really cool. It was like, I was like in those chat rooms and I was younger. I think year... let's see... 7,000? Yeah, that sounds about right. And of course, you're chatting with strangers. I'm the safest thing, but I was always like standoffish, like, what do you want, right? Maybe some weird issues. Maybe I was like a bit tsundere. But then I think I was in a chat room and it was like the holidays and everybody was having fun. But of course, when you're being like, you know, kind of standoffish, no one will want to hang out with you. And that was a wake up call for me. And I was like, geez, man, I need to learn to actually talk to people and listen instead of just trying to make it always about me, right? And then I meet like people like Altair, and they're really cool. I like Altair a lot. I like how much thought he puts into things. I think he does a really good balancing act a lot because it's hard to put your foot down, but also make yourself vulnerable to people. Because I think when you're streaming, you have to be vulnerable to some degree, right? So people know who you are. But it's hard to like find that baseline. But I also admire because he knows how to put his foot down, but in a healthy way that's not actually insulting anybody. Like for me, I'm not putting down myself, I'm just explaining the difference. But for me, like when I need to put my foot down with stuff, I always had difficulty with that as a kid. But it's mainly because I don't know what to say. My brain is like 50 million thoughts, right? And I don't think Altair, like I probably has lots of thoughts of his own, but I like that like courage that he does. Because I think that really makes him a true hero in a way. And which is why I think anyone can be a hero. Like I know it sounds cheesy, but I think it's like, you know, when you're having a bad day, then like, yeah, of course, like if your friends compliment you, you'll just be like, yeah, whatever. Because theoretically, like, I think society makes people go like, you have to say something and make them feel better, right? So when a friend compliments you, you're like, of course you're saying, you have to say that, right? But then like when you're walking down the street and someone's like, hey, nice hair, makes your day, right? It's like that sort of thing. I think he's really cool. Just don't tell him though. I think I already tell him enough, which is kind of embarrassing, and I think I've been like a broken record. Because I'm always like, I should express how I feel. But it's probably, I think it's embarrassing. When I was younger, I didn't like to express myself too much, right? But then, it's like, how do I say? Now I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it. Or not, I'm like, okay, I feel like that will bite me down the road. Let's see. Ooh! Those belts are so cool. You know, and whenever I think of belts, well, there's one thing I think about. I don't like that one. But the another thing, I always think of Tetsuya Nomura's belts. Like, I think for that one character from Final Fantasy VIII, I think. I kind of like the belts, though. I kind of... Oh, I like Altare's belts, but I sort of really like how he uses belts. I like it. Did he did the character design for... it's Tin. Lulu, yeah, that's her! Like, the one where it goes all the way down to the ground, right? I have not played Tin yet, actually. But I really want to. That's, Zidane, right? Zidane? I actually didn't know about him until Dissidia. Yeah, this face is too big, I think. It's okay, it's okay. We can always just make it smaller. This is usually how my drawing processes go. They look really meh at first. Wait, actually, I think I have evidence of that. Where is that? Where did I put it? Oh, I think it was here. Oh, this is where I drew that other one. Yeah. This one started out... It didn't start out like this. I think this was one of the final sketches. You probably saw it on the slide, but I'm not too good at rendering yet. And that's okay. But I think this is how it started out first. And then I, like, flipped and it didn't feel right to me, right? Yeah, you can see, like, sort of big face. But it's like that. Okay, let me go back to Altair. Maybe if I go a bit faster. I'll try to do my best at this. I'm expecting me to get distracted somewhat. Mamal's... Oh, that's another thing I'm trying to work on. Like, I think I know myself a lot, but I'm trying not to, like, say that's how I'm always going to be. Even if I know that, like, that's an actual problem. It's sort of like tricking my brain a bit. Yeah, iPad Kid. It's... You can tell because that's why I like, handheld games. Because I always wanted to play, like, under a bunk bed. Oh, yeah, I used to do that a lot, actually. I think these eyes need to be larger to compensate for the face. Let me see. You gotta get into the habit of doing this. Yeah, I think this should be moved over a bit. But I used to play Pokemon Emerald on the Game Boy Advance, the one that didn't really have backlight, right? And I'd play that underneath a bed for some reason because I thought that was like a fortress. I don't know why I did that. Because I could have just, yeah, these eyes need to be larger. I think I'll redo some of this. Oh yeah, also here. There we go. I used to do that a lot, but that wasn't a good idea. Because I would get... What year is that? Year... 11,000? No. That's too old. Something like that. But I get like the dust bunnies in my nose, so that wasn't good. Because lo and behold, for some reason I didn't put together that there would be lots of dust under the bed. So I do that a lot. Yeah, anything to be a fortress, I love. Okay, I forgot where I was. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying. Yeah, that's funny. So it was like that. I don't know. But how are you guys doing today? Sorry, no, it's like, okay, I have one habit I do. When my mind gets too, like, stressful, I, try to distract myself by making noises. It works sometimes, but it's like that. But how are you guys doing today? Did you have any questions? I want to make something like that in the future. I think I'll redo this. I don't like it too much. But it's okay. It's okay. I don't think it captures Altair. Maybe I'll redo the eyes. Doing good, huh? You know, if you're not doing good, that's okay too. But not like, yeah, suffer. But like, do you want to adapt your style? Good question. I think it's like one of those things that stresses you out, right? I think I'm okay with my style, but like I'm always having an issue with eyes, and I think it's just because I'm not understanding something. So it's like that. So I just want to learn, I guess, if that makes sense. But my style is okay as is. I think only if it like looked a certain way, then it'd be weird, I guess. You can watch your time lapse. I did not know that. I know nothing. It was like, how do I say? The kid in class drawing art. Not particularly good at it, but I had fun with that. I draw. Oh, okay. I see. And then I think they need to bring this mouth. You have a favorite artist? I really like my mama's art. Let's see, a favorite artist. The artist for Fata Morgana, I really like a lot. I have other favorite artists too. I can't remember their names right now. I think they're called Moyo Taro. I'm pretty sure. I forgot. I think so they drew the art for the original Fata Morgana, right? But then I think they were busy, so they couldn't draw. No, I think they were like, well, it's their personal business, but they're just unavailable at the time because of some issue, right? But what was it? Because of that, and they had the sequel, I guess it counts as a sequel for Reincarnation, right? They had to get a different artist, but I like both of those art. Moyo Taro. Oh yeah, okay, good. I was worried I was gonna say it like Zatsu Dan or Zatsu Dan. It's in settings, video time-lapse replay. Ooh. Okay, here, let me write that down somewhere. I won't mess with it now, or who knows what'll happen. By that, I mean I will get distracted. I think you guys can tell. It's already like 30 minutes. Hidden layer, what? Oh, it's this one. I don't know what I was doing here. I think I was just practicing. It started out like this. Angie boy. Okay. Alright, let me put this down. What kind of art do you like? I guess I like art that has to make a good use of anatomy. Good evening, Maki evening. Okay, on settings. Okay, let me put that there so I don't forget. I have to write stuff down. I think I might start carrying like a little tiny notepad because I forget stuff really easily. I don't know what my memory is. It's something. Although I think though probably my sleep could be a bit more optimal, so it's like that. What do you like drawing the most? I like drawing for friends. Although it's probably not the best thing because then I'll feel pressured to always draw, right? But I don't know, it's like when I'm drawing for friends, like my insecurities about art don't pop up as much because I'm like, I want to give them something really nice. Like if it's their birthday, I want to draw them something really nice. It's not the best thing to like get addicted on. It's like, I guess it's like a main character, right? When they're like, they are willing to sacrifice themselves for their friends, and it's really sweet at first. But then you think about how self-sacrificing they are and how they don't care about themselves. So be that issue there. So I'd say that the same issue here if I only drew for friends, right? But it does help every now and then. I think what I do these days is that I try to draw for it if I can, but I don't force myself if I can. Because I think that's where, because then I'll like guilt trip myself and go, blah, 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 you should be a better friend. Because it's like, you know, it's those weird standards you have for yourself but not for other people. It's like that, and I'm okay with like saying that, oh, okay, I got that to work on. Okay, let's see. I think I'm understanding. I think his hair line is a bit... I should have done what I should have done, actually. I think maybe redraw this. This is very sketchy. This is usually how it goes. Go away. Let me duplicate this. And then put this down. What's it? Oh, another thing I'm trying to get used to is it's a pretty basic thing. And I'll probably ask for help a lot, 'cause I'm still at the beginning in art. I hope you guys have fun watching me, though, and just talking. But, it's like, it's like when you're trying to draw, like, clothes or the body, it's probably better to draw the clothes first, right? What made you want to start to draw? I don't know. I just saw stuff on... when I was a kid, right? And I was like, oh, man, that art is really cool. I think... was it? Definitely Mega Man X was one of them. I think it was, like, also... like Astro Boy. You know those really unique art styles? I think especially for Zero, when I saw... maybe that explains my eyes, because people always say they like my eyes a lot. I just saw art... I forgot their names. I'm going to make sure I have them next time. You know, you probably don't have to have it, but I want to make sure they get credit. I don't really, like... if someone's big or not, I still want to credit them if possible. Right? I'm trying to make that a nice habit. But I like art like that, where it's really stylistic, but still it needs to have... what's it called? Still needs to have, like, basic anatomy in it. You have to you can't stylize something if you don't understand why something is the way it is, I guess. Right? Do you want to play Amore? I do, actually. I think that's on my list of games to play. Yeah, proportions. So I guess for here, what would you guys recommend? I guess I need to draw the full head first, right? Because the hair doesn't just like appear here. Let's see. I do think I have a Mori in the works actually. It won't be for next week though, because we still have like lower hours. And you saw how my Angels of Death one went. I had fun though, but I was like, oh no. I probably could have done this a bit faster. I get distracted a lot. But that'd be fun. And then hopefully by that week, I think I can have the cover ready, and that'll be cool. Yeah, start with the head. Which body part is hard for you to draw the most? Hands! Hands! It's always hands. They always look like spaghetti or something. It's always hands. I don't know why. Just because it's like with the fingers, you have to like, they have multiple turns, right? And then it's like that. I guess. Now I understand that at least, but then it's like, you have to draw this thing, and you have to like connect. Ugh. It's a hando. That's Okuyasu, right? For the longest time, I didn't know where that came from. Because like, let's see. My first thing with JoJo was probably, oh, I should make a different layer. My first thing with JoJo was probably that old JoJo fighting game. I never actually got a chance to play it, but I know it. It's like the one where they got the memes with Road Roller with DL and everything, and they'd like use it for like videos, for like, you know, old YouTube videos like that. That was my first experience, and I can't remember if he was in there. Maybe that was only that. I can't remember. I don't think Okuyasu was in that one. I think it was another one. Yeah, I think I'm confusing one. I think it's the one that looks like Cyber Connect? Like a 3D arena fighter? Or like those old Bleach games they used to make on the PS2? Part 3 only? Ah, that's what I thought. Yeah, because I was like, Pixel Okuyasu doesn't sound right. All-Star Battle? Oh, that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Is that the one where they give, what's that kid from part 4? Hayato? I forgot. You know the one that, I'm trying not to spoil. That kid at part 4, right? I think he has different hair. A different hair color, right? I think some characters have different hair. Yeah, him. Let me know if I'm like, because if I'm gonna talk about spoilers, I'll just say it, but like, I don't want to like spoil. Let's see. This is fun though. Altare's a cool guy. I like to know what he's thinking. But I don't know. But I like to know. But then I think that's the thing. I think if like you don't know a person or you're like unsure, you go like, I don't understand what he's thinking, right? Because he's cool, calm, collected. Good voice, right? Yeah. But it's like, what is he thinking in there? Because you know, he sticks to himself, keeps his boundaries, right? He knows to have time for himself. But I think what I realized about him is that he's really kind of honest. So he pretty much tells you what he's thinking. It doesn't try to like do anything else. He's just like, yeah, I just need my space, or I'm doing okay. All right, guys, don't do that, okay, please? He's cool. I like him. I want to be more like him too. But also, I want to be like myself. So it's like a cool thing. I think everyone here in Tempus is cool. Everyone is very cool. Everyone has different strengths. But I also support if they want to get more strengths too. Like that's like for me. I always liked, let's see, doing stuff. Let's see, I think my main talent when I was younger probably would have to be physical stuff, athletics, although I wasn't really interested in athletics, right? I don't know why, it just wasn't. But I always had that talent. But I always wanted to do other stuff instead. Like, let's see, act on stage or sing. So that's always a thing. And now I'm just like chill. It's hot, dude. It's hot. Maybe you should get back on the Arches that has AC. Do you play any sports? Let's see. What one was I really good at? I was really good at, it's American football, so soccer. I was really good at soccer, right? But so good to the point, I think people would say, oh, he's trying to trip me. But I would just like, I would guess I was built different at that. I've always been good at that. And then, I think I mentioned it on another stream. Video games, I think, count as a sport. Yeah, it's esports, right? But, football actually, like, oh wait, American football. Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, so soccer. Okay, we'll use those terms. soccer, I was always really good at, right? I was always really good at that. But then I stopped after a while because it was like, no, you're cheating. I'm like, I'm not trying. I'm just kicking the ball, right? But American football with the, the football. I don't know what to call it. It looks like a big piece of chocolate. That football, right? I was actually really good at running with that, which is funny because I never get the ball. But then I guess when everyone, or maybe that's just me, maybe I was just like a weird little kid. I'm not weird now, and I'm not a kid now, but it's like, when you want to go you want to impress everyone, right? You never practice anything at all, but you're just like, I want to be 100% the best at this, even though I never practiced a day in my life. It's a weird thing, right? So it was like that. But I think that was probably one of the things I was really good at. I was really good at running with the ball and dodging. I don't know why. I guess I'm pretty flexible or nimble, so I'd dodge a lot. When we used to play dodgeball, I think people would throw a dodgeball at me and I'd slide on my knees or something to avoid it. I mean, it'd burn your leg after that, so that sucked. But it was like that. I wasn't that agile though. Yeah, I'm pretty agile. Although I'm not sure. I think I mentioned it maybe once before. Okay, this is fine. Okay. I know I'm making a bit of progress. Next time I'll come to the stream with a little sketch so we can just focus on other stuff. Let's see. I think it was in year 14,000. We had a mile run for a class, right? And in that mile run, let's see. I was just it was that thing where you're oh, I'm just automatically good at it. And when I was younger anyways, at some point, people who worked hard would surpass me at stuff. But it was it's one of those things where there's always that one thing everyone has confidence in, right? So we had a mile run for class and I hadn't practiced at all, right? My stamina was really weak for some reason because I didn't practice, right? So on that mile run, I think I got 14 minutes and I was pissed. Not at anyone, but at myself. Because I was like, you can do better than this. 14 minutes? That sucks! Because, I would do the thing, that kid in class who I always running first. So I always running in front of everyone. But then I'd stop, halfway through the mile because then I get, the, when it hurts in your chest. I'm not sure what that is. But I'd go, the cramp. I'm ah. And then everybody would walk past me. Even the slow runners. I was like, and it's no one really, they're too busy with their own stuff, so they probably don't care, right? But I was like, I can't be looking like this. I hate this. So, I forgot to mention, on my slide to debut, I have a thing I like to call my treadmill anime. I watched all of JoJo up to part 4, finished part 4, and Hunter x Hunter, because at the time, the 5 anime wasn't out, and I was like, I'm just gonna watch the anime, because sometimes you prefer to watch, anime for something, right? I watched all of JoJo from part 1 to part 4 on the treadmill. Same thing for Hunter x Hunter. Those help because there's a lot of action, and then when they're fighting, you want to run, right? So although it got awkward, without spoiling, but in the Chimera Ant arc, you know how that arc is, right? Yeah, so at one point I lost the energy to run. It was when that one character was like, this isn't fair! Why do you get to live that thing, right? Yeah, that thing. Yo, I almost fell off the treadmill because there was so much emotion in that. And then I was just like, oh my god. And then the parallel between that character and the main antagonist at the time, and one character was going worse and the other character was doing good. You know what I'm seeking. I'll spoil later when I have a stream to dedicate to that. But it's yeah, it was like that. I almost tripped on the treadmill and then I almost fell off and I almost hit my face. So that's one thing I was like, okay, be careful. But I called those the treadmill anime. So I think I was watching Hunter x Hunter at the time. 2011. I want to watch the original. But I was watching that when I got that 14-minute thing. And I was like, no, I don't want that. But then I worked on it, right? Oh, oops. I always saying, yeah, leave me alone. Spy X Family, Hunter x Hunter, leave me alone. Okay, Hunter x Hunter. But what was it? I think I finished it by then, right? And then when I got to do the mile run again, guess who was first? Me! Oh, biggest ego boost of my life. I recommend that. If you don't like yourself, sometimes faking confidence isn't enough. You have to literally give yourself a reason to like yourself. So it's What if you're like, I don't like myself? Then one day you look in the mirror and like, I'm gonna become so goddamn sexy that I'm gonna have to like myself. That's legit one of my plans actually when I got into skincare. Because it's like, you know, everyone gets acne. So when I had it when I was younger, I didn't like it. I was like, this sucks. And everyone's like, it's okay, you're just a teenager. I was like, this sucks, right? So one day I got really fed up of being sad. Like, I just hate being sad. So I just looked in the mirror and said I was gonna like make myself attractive in the way that I would like, just so I would stop complaining. So then, like, even if I was having like, it's happened, some of you it's happened, right? Like when you're having an upset day, and then you look in the mirror, right? And you're like, wow, I don't look that bad actually. Like, right? Even if it's something small like your eyes or your hair, I really recommend that. I want everyone to be able to fake it. Maybe it's just not me. Maybe I'm not strong enough, and that's okay, right? But I do think one has to balance it. And I do think wherever you get the advice, whether it's from me or like a friend or whoever you trust, always try to consider your own input. Because even if you have like issues understanding yourself, you still do know your body the best. So you have to like take that into account. So there's that. But that's like main reason. I recommend it. And then, because once you do it, you gain more esteem for yourself in that way and you start caring for yourself. There's also something I want to do. It's, I want to get plants, right? And start raising them. Because I think it hits different when you have something is reliant on you to live. It's like having children, right? But the children, they're too, like, you know, you can't compare children to plants, right? But with a plant, they're still a living thing, right? Being. I forgot the right word. But I want to do that. Because then you have to take care of it. And to take care of it, you got to take care of yourself. I always talked about this thing ever since I heard it. But like on the airplane, and I was there since younger, right? Like, you know those things where they're like having the, I forgot the stewardess or steward? I forgot the word. Like, and they're explaining to you what to do when the plane is crashing or something. And then you had to put the oxygen mask on. I always remember they said, put the mask on yourself first, and then your baby. And as a kid, when I heard that, I was like sucking on candy because like my ears hurt when on the plane. Flight attendant, there you go. I was on the plane, right? I was like, so it was hard for me because my ears were hurting. At the same time, I was like, why you put it on yourself first? Why not baby? No, it's the safety precautions for crashes, but never crash, thankfully. But, what was I saying? It's like, at a time, I was like, why not put it on the child first, not yourself, right? Or like, you get what I'm saying, right? But then I realized that because you have to put it on yourself, even if there's a risk of your child dying, because what if you put it on your child, you put like the oxygen mask on, but then you collapse right after? Then like, yeah, they'll live, but then there's no one there to look after them. So that's what I try to do for myself, I guess. I try to take care of myself. I think when I was younger, I used to cringe at it. I was like, you don't deserve this. I don't deserve that. But I really recommend it if you're like really out of your mind. I recommend a lot to just care for you, so you can have like a good time. But if you don't, I don't think everyone is conditioned to like themselves probably, right? And that's okay. That's okay. There's no worries to just have fun. Do what you want. Like if you have a hard day, don't go too overboard. But like sometimes if I have like a really good day, I like get a bunch of candy, which is really bad. But I get like those sweet ropes or something. Those Willy Wonka ropes. I'm like shoving it in my mouth constantly because it's so good and tangy, right? Because it's like with regular gummies you buy from like a gas station. Oh, I need to redraw this. With regular gummies you buy from the gas station, they're like, it's like, my thing is, if I'm gonna eat unhealthy, it might as well taste good. Yeah, the nerd ropes, there you go. There you go, that's it. So, with that, it's like, how do I say? So it's like if you get gas station candy, it doesn't taste good. And I'm like, this doesn't even taste good and I'm eating sugar. So, instead I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna eat candy, it needs to taste good. So I eat that, but I eat too much of those. I was able to drop soda though, so that's probably one of my biggest accomplishments, like on a health level, I think. I'd really recommend that actually if you're feeling really bad. As much as I really love sugar, and I probably still consume a bit too much now, it doesn't make you feel good. Oh, only a bit minutes left? Oh no. That's okay though. I think this is fun, and then next time I'll come with a sketch prepared, and I'll practice a little bit more. It was fun though, I guess. Now you guys get to see sort of my art process. I wish I could stream for like an hour longer, but I don't want to interrupt Bettels. I didn't want him to keep getting his cooking simulator. Procreate autosaves, right? I think so, yeah? Yeah. Oh, there's one thing, though, if anyone hasn't used Procreate. Maybe there's a way to fix it, but like sometimes when I'm drawing, right? Like there's an undo button right there, right? But when I click out, it won't let me undo it anymore. So one time I was like doing with layers and I merged it accidentally or something. And then I clicked out, right? And then it just saved and my thing was ruined. So that's something to look out for. Well, thank you. I think on a longer stream, it might be hard for me to keep track of it, but I'm really open, I think, if everyone wants to accepting help. So if you guys like know any art tricks or like anything that would help, you can let me know. Because it's like when I'm like seeing someone, I want to help them, right? It's like that. But then of course there's a time and place, right? But I like asking for help a lot, actually, so I will be. So then I hope that can help you guys learn too. I don't know. I'm not the super most out there artist, of course, but I'm like not going to bother comparing. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, just draw better. That's what I'm trying to do. Focus more on enjoying it. I never want to lose that enjoyment. I think what I could do is either... I think I will probably, after stream... I don't think I want to post this on Twitter, so I think I'm gonna spice it up a bit and make it look better. Right? Maybe draw the lines like I'm doing right now. I usually just keep doing this. And then I flip it to see like when it's like messed up. Right? Are you gonna draw all Tempest Boys? I would like to, actually. Yes, I would like to. See, I wanted to draw Magni next, but maybe I should keep to Altair again. Or, oh, I have an idea. Maybe I can, draw Altair again next week, but also do a little bit of Magni, but then touch up on Altair and draw a doodle for Magni. That might be better, because I like doing all. Yeah. I'm still getting used to, what's it called? Oh, you notice I don't name my things, right? Oops. Oops. It is fun. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Where am I? Oh, only 6. It's hot. I need water. Let's see. Are you guys ready to go to battle soon? It's fun. I heard when I don't have my coat on, it feels revealing. Is that true? I don't know. I just wear the bodysuit. So it's like... Yeah, it's just... It is for me. It's just... It is what it is, right? Let's see. You don't know name the layers? No. I'm a beginner artist. But that's okay. I'm starting to get used to it. I had to do it for some of the art I drew for the debut because it got up to like 53 layers. And some of it was like soft light and heart light, and I got really lost. So it was like, I'm getting, let's see how this looks. Okay, ooh! Yeah, this is usually how I do it. Keep drawing over it a bit. Oh, cute! I think I need to fix the neck here, but I like that expression. I like that. Yeah, I'm really stubborn. I want to fix that, actually. Like, I'll work on things and there's like an easier way to do it. And I'm like, no, I have to draw it this way. They're like, just use the symmetrical ruler. I'm like, no, I have to. It's like that type of thing. I don't know why. When I'm like, I could have used a symmetrical ruler for this. I probably would have made the eyes a bit better. 53 layers? It's like, this stuff right here. So, let me get rid of that. Okay, there you go. Like that. Cute leader. I think if I can spice it up a bit, I'll place it on Twitter later. Or maybe... I don't know, we'll see. I gotta... Oh! And then... I'm gonna start, I think... I put it on there already. For those of you that don't use Twitter, I'm gonna start putting the schedule also there. On YouTube. So if you need to get it that way, then you can get it that way. I'm still getting used to this sort of thing. Right? I'm usually busy piloting the Artress, but... streaming itself I'm getting used to, so I make lots of mistakes, but it's fun. It's fun. I'm having fun. Ooh. Look at your bones. Let's see. Oh no. Where's the other one? No wonder I knew what I was missing. Yeah, it's always a work in progress. That's what usually if I can focus then I'll just take my time. But then I always try to look out for those thoughts, right? And then you go, okay. Like sometime at one point I'll go, I don't know how to do this. And then it turns to like, God, I suck, right? And then that's when I notice it and I go, ooh, pulling out, nuh-uh. And then I like go like take a break or something, like watch something, right? I think I need to fix this eye. Let's see. What was that? Oh. Cool. Oh. Glad you joined Tempest, dude. You're a blast to watch for real. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know where I am, like, in places in life. I just end up like that way, but at least it's not bad. Everyone here is really supportive, and it's sweet. It helps you get out of your shell more. It's like, I guess, on my slides, I also said I like people watching, so when I got really anxious, I would always, like, go to, like, a mall and just sit down and just, like, see people enjoying their lives, and it would, like, take me out of my head. Like, something like that, I don't know. And I go, okay, like, yeah, sure, this thing sucks right now, but I guess it's, like, not the end of the world. And I think that, for particular, is something you have to tell yourself, because I know, like, when other people say it to other people, if you don't say it at the right time, it can be really rude. Where it's like, there's other things in the world, don't worry, you'll be fine, when you're, like, dealing with grief, right? I think one should not say it there, and you have to be careful when you say it to someone. I always think that's a lesson that you teach yourself, or at least that's what I thought. Or at least that's what works for me, but do what works for you. I think one thing I am scared of is I don't want to give people bad advice, even if my intentions are good. And I want them to think for themselves. And then I want everyone here to be comfy, but I also want everyone to have fun, right? There's just a time and place for some things, but trust me, I understand. I think I was like shit posting everywhere when I was like a kid. I would spam like memes of Shrek in chat rooms all the time when they were talking about like, what was it, Vampire Night? And go, get out of me, swamp. I do it all the time. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, this is fine for now. I'll try to spice this up a bit later. Go check out Altair. I'll try to finish it up next stream. If anything, I might keep the streams on Altair until I can like get a decent piece, and I'll move on to Magni. But I'll try to draw every now and then. Vampire Night. Ooh. I think you can. We choose the white hair boy. We choose 0. We choose 0. We choose 0. If I'm right, we choose 0. All right. I wish you had more time, but we gotta go over to Bettels, okay? It should auto redirect this time. If it messes up, I'll try to fix it the best I can. Thank you guys for your patience, okay? All right. Let's see. I think this is it for now. We'll try more later. This is like a little doodle process. It's fun. This is like a doodle and chat stream. That's cool. One day, I think I can draw better to the point where we'll be like, whoa, he made the Mona Lisa on stream, right? Okay, hold on. All right. It's still dark. At least it hasn't gotten darker, right? Yeah. There you go. All right. Machina macaroons. Macaroons. I don't even know how to say my own name sometimes. Right? So it's like that. Machina macaroons. Have a good one, okay? Take care of yourselves. I don't know, just vibe. That's pretty much it. I don't know. Come here if you want to have fun, or I don't know what reasons people come here for, but as long as they're having fun, it's like that sort of thing, right? It's like that. All right. Bye bye. The VOD should be there as always. It's cool. And then I'm gonna try to get more chatting streams if I can, because it's fun to talk with people. And then also because I play like a lot of games and I get distracted, it might be good to get it all out in one chatting session instead of me like pausing, because I like when I talk too much, I walk around the room. Like, you see how I'm going in right now? I'll stop now though. Bye bye everyone. See you at battles. I'll probably be watching and working on stuff. Bye bye. Bye bye. Elysium. I love how Altair says that. I love him. Go check him out and support him a lot, okay? Like I'm telling you, he's like the real steel, right? Cool guy. Feels like a brother I always wanted to have. I love everyone here. He's cool. Support. I think he's streaming right now too, actually. I think it's Regis Geekas. Yeah. Maybe that's why we are brothers, because like the hair. Okay, I'm going now.
Maki night, Maki-runs.
Okay, I'm done doing that. Maki night. It's fun to mess with you guys. Okay, Maki night.